Hi everyone, and welcome to another Joy Moment with Jen. Happy Wednesday. I'm a pretty good cook. I'm not the best, but I can get by. I can read a recipe, I can follow the instructions, and I can follow what ingredients are meant to be put in the recipe. And I can understand that when I put certain ingredients in the recipe, I'm going to get a certain outcome. If I put something sweet, let's say sugar and flour and eggs, most likely I'm going to get something more sweet that I would bake. But if I'm going to put something more savory, like let's say vegetables or meat, I'm going to get something more savory. So I understand that ingredients matter when I'm cooking. I'm not the best like some of you out there, but again, I can get by. So ingredients do matter. But I notice sometimes that I get used to certain ingredients and I use them all the time. They're like safety for me. Oh yeah, I know how to use these. I'm going to use these when I'm cooking or when I'm baking because I know how to use them. I know how they work. They're comfortable to me. That's something that's just a natural reaction. Well, guess what? Every single one of you out there, every single one of us makes recipes all day long, and they start in our head. Imagine that your head is this big stew pot or this big bowl. And whatever ingredients that you're putting inside of your head is what you're going to get. That's your outcome. That is going to be your recipe. So let's say first thing in the morning, you decide to put in, let's say a couple of cups of service and maybe a couple of teaspoons of gratitude and maybe some kindness and some positivity. Well, throughout the day, you'll notice you're starting to make a joy cake or a joy kebab, whatever you want to call it, whatever you love. You're making this through the ingredients. But let's say on the flip side, you get up that morning and you instantly start putting in 5 cups of not forgiving and of negativity, and you throw in a dash of selfishness and maybe some comparing. If you realize I'm going off my joy killer list and my joy creator list for my ingredients, you'll find that those are ingredients that we use all day long throughout our day in our minds. And we're throwing these in our big bowl in our head, and it's creating a recipe. And whatever ingredients we're putting in, that is going to be the outcome. So you're either creating a joy cake throughout your day, or you are creating garbage stew, simply by whatever ingredients you're choosing to put in your mind. So the blessing and the coolest thing about these recipes is that by noon, if you don't like the recipe that you're making, you can chuck it and start all over. And by the end of the day, have a beautiful recipe that you've created, that you're proud of, that makes you feel good and joyful inside. So I encourage you, pay attention to the ingredients that you're putting in your bowl, in your head. Are you putting joy killers in there and creating garbage stew all day long? Or are you putting joy creators in your head and creating this amazing joy cake that you want to share with everyone? Because I'll tell you this, whatever it is that you are creating, whatever recipe it is that you are making, you are sharing that with everybody around you. Whether you are meaning to share it or not, you are serving that to them and they are taking it. Maybe not very happily, or maybe they are taking it happily, but you are sharing that recipe with them all day long. So stop yourself throughout the day and realize, am I making garbage stew or am I making a joy cake? And how is that affecting everybody around me? And if you're making that garbage stew, stop, throw it out and start all over. And little by little, you will notice as you change the ingredients that you're putting in your head, you will create a recipe that will bring joy to you and those around you. If you are comfortable, if you've become comfortable with those joy killers, if it's a common thing for you to fall back on comparing and not forgiving and negative thoughts, if that's just a comfortable ingredient that you've been used to, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're doomed to have garbage stew the rest of your life. You can change out one ingredient at a time and say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of having negativity in my garbage stew. So today, I'm going to force myself to think of 5 positive things to put in my joy cake. And little by little by little, you can change those ingredients that you're putting in your head to change the outcome of your recipe so you can end up with joy cake at the end of the day. And those around you will love joy kebabs. There you go, Laura. Joy kebabs for all. They will love to partake of that, and they will see the ingredients that you are using, and they will add those to their recipes as well. So my friends, be intentional. Stop yourself throughout the day and think about what recipe you're creating. And I challenge you today, this very minute, if you have been making garbage stew all day, throw it out. Start all over. Look up the list of the joy killers and the joy creators in my past videos. Print them out. Put them where you'll see them. And draw from the ingredients of the joy creators to make yourself a joy cake, a joy kebab that you are happy to share with those around you. And those around you will be happy to partake of it instead of shun you from that garbage stew. So if you've been making it all day, that garbage stew, get rid of it, chuck it, and start right now, this very minute, and make that joy kebab, make that joy cake by using those joy creators as your ingredients to live a happier, more joyful life. And again, it's little by little. It's these moments that you're choosing. When you choose moment by moment, then you are making a difference. Pay attention to what's happening, what ingredients you're choosing. Stop yourself throughout the day. Put an alarm on your phone to stop yourself and pay attention and say, okay, am I making a garbage stew right now? Am I making a garbage stew today? Or am I making a joy cake? And stop yourself and be intentional and change it up if you're not happy with what you're making. You are the master chef of your life. And I'll tell you this, Satan is the master of the joy killers. And he is not paying any rent. So don't give him any room in your head. Kick him out and allow those joy creator ingredients to become more a part of your existence and put them in your daily thinking, your daily life, little by little. Don't feel overwhelmed that you have to have this masterpiece, amazing joy cake or joy kebab. Start little by little. And every single day, be more intentional with what ingredients you're using and you're putting in your big bowl so you know by the end of the day what you're going to end up with. Because ingredients do matter. They matter. So pay attention to what ingredients you're using. And I challenge you to use the joy creator ingredients in your life. And you will notice a greater difference in yourself and in those around you. I love you, my friends. I love being with you on Wednesdays. I look forward to these days. Thank you for your interaction and your comments and your cheering me on. And I challenge you, go make that joy cake. Share with me what ingredients you love to use and share with me what ingredients you're having a hard time getting rid of. And let's encourage each other and cheer each other on to make these amazing joy cakes to share with those around us. So remember, be kind to yourself, mostly to yourself, and to others. Serve others and create joy in your life. Have a beautiful day, my friends.